The ABC last night allowed something a little bit naughty to go to air. Now, you wouldn't have been watching it. Q&A, that is. I'm assuming you gave up watching Q&A years ago like I did. You were watching us instead here at Sky News. But they allowed a woman by the name of Jenny Carrol to go on Q&A last night and question whether or not multiculturalism was a good thing.
My children, now almost 30 and 34, went to the local state public school and were dictated to that multiculturalism is a great thing. I don't believe it is, as I feel that the culture of the original British/Irish majority has been demonised constantly for the last 3 decades. Case in point, frequent vandalism of memorials to Captain Cook. How does democracy fit into this atmosphere of beat up the white guy?
How did that one slip through the censors? And predictably, the ABC viewers were outraged online. They couldn't believe it. How did the ABC allow such an incendiary question to go to air? Of course, she didn't say anything racist whatsoever. She didn't say that anyone should not be allowed in the country. She simply questioned the validity of multiculturalism, the idea of multiculturalism, of course, there being multiple cultures as opposed to what John Howard once described as what he wanted to be a multi-ethnic society, but a monocultural society. We come from many lands, but we share one central set of values and a culture. And of course, ABC viewers, unlike the rest of us, seem to think that the ABC is too right-wing. They can't see how left-wing it is, especially when, real people are allowed to ask real questions on the ABC. So they set the internet and X and whatever alight last night. Labor Minister Anne Aly was also on the program. This was her response.
I think multiculturalism isn't a thing, it's what we are. It's the character of our nation. It's not a policy that was foisted on anyone. Take a look around you. We are multicultural. It is who we are.
Now, I think you made the point to us earlier, Liz, that it's amazing that this is even a story in the first place. Like,
the fact that this is a story
it proves what a crazy position we are in, that it is like a point of public outrage, at least amongst some people, that someone was allowed to ask a question on the national broadcast about, maybe the multiculturalism stuff has just gone a little too far in terms of skewing against the dominant culture, which is the culture that people came to this country in the first place to enjoy.